Right, let's talk about Josh Windass and his contract. Interesting stuff came out last night about it as well. Hello and welcome to the video. If you could like, share and subscribe to the channel, I'd much appreciate it. Liking helps the algorithm, sharing gets in front of people's faces, and subscribing is free, doesn't cost you anything. So please subscribe to the channel. It'll let me know how well the channel's doing as well in terms of numbers. So, Sheffield Wednesday man Josh Windass, we know he's been given a new contract, or he's getting close to being given a new contract, should I say. With Barry Bannon and Liam Palmer signing theirs on Friday, it makes you wonder, is Josh Windass going to be the next one to get it all seen to be done? Now, here's the thing. There are two clubs looking at him at the moment, and those two clubs are Coventry City and Hull City. Now, Hull City is a given. His name always pops up with them. It's a little bit like Jordan Rhodes was with us, always looking to sign him but never do. And you got the whole history with his dad being a legend there, and all that kind of stuff. So that's nothing new. Coventry City also on the list. Makes sense of the signing for them as well. He's the kind of player I could see him doing well at. But here's the thing. Josh Windass' deal is up. And Josh Windass, when he deals up, they're very good at putting things out there, agent-wise. Remember, there was a lot of stuff when it was Argentina and stuff like that. And Josh made a lot of things known then. Now, he was crucial in our survival, if you think about it, with the goals he got. The thing is, one of the big things that Josh had when he spoke about his contract, he needed to know if Danny was staying, right? And Danny has signed a new deal. He said that was a big talking point. Danny sees him as part of his Wednesday plans as well. So clubs are going to continue to talk between the player's agent and stuff this week, and hopefully can come to something. Both parties believe that they have to be agreeable a new deal, though there's bits that needs iron out before any ultimate agreement can be reached. So I'm taking that as this is a case of, hey, some things need ironing out first. And I'll be honest with you, I 100% believe that is how many years is on his contract than wages. I think it's how many years, being 30. Now, like I said, yesterday Football Insider said that Coventry and Hull City were leading the way in trying to get him and an offer over the next coming weeks. Now, if we want to get this done, we need it to be done soon. His contract is up at the end of the month. Now, Windass has got 57 direct goal involvement, 40 goals, 17 assists in his 135 appearances. Remember what he said also on that documentary that he did on his YouTube channel with Lenko, how he said it didn't feel like any other club he's walked into before. It was friendly, it was great, there were no clicks, it was all just worked. And there's an aspect of the player being happy at a club like he is and not wanting to move. He said he wanted to hit a century of goals for this club as well. He said that's one of the milestones he wants to do. I think there's only 2 players who have done it. One of them being Tug Guy, I believe. I can't remember the other one. But it's that situation. You look at the deal that he wants and then the deal we can offer. If it's years, maybe you go, here's 1 year and we'll put an option of another year on top of that. If you're not willing to put 2 years deal to 30, want to hit 30. That could be the case. But I know that when Josh Windass plays, he does change game for us. And that's no word of lie. Josh Windass will change game for you. He's shown that, he's proven that, he's done that countless times for us in the past. And that's the kind of player you want. You want a player who can just change the game and make it as an impact player. We don't have many of them in this squad at the moment. That could change very, very quickly with the whole situation in the window. But Josh Windass is seen as one of the core players as well. If you think about what that core squad is, it's the likes of Barry Bannon, it's Palmer, it's Windass. You probably would go as far as saying it's also Patterson as well. And he's had the armband for Wendy, so he knows what the club is. He knows what they mean to play for this club. Like I said, with Bannon and Palmer already sorted, Windass, Iorfa, Volk, Dawson, Bernard being the one to get done after this. It's one of those things where it's little things that need to be sorted before it's finalised. So those little finer details. And this isn't the first time we've had to deal with a Josh Windass contract situation. We've had it before in the past. We've had it. It doesn't seem to be a summer where there isn't a summer where we're talking about Josh Windass potentially leaving and going elsewhere or a contract situation. He does seem to be the player that always tends to be in a bit of the spotlight when it comes to talking about a new deal or him going away. So I have that situation where I am very interested to see where it goes next with it, because I think Josh Windass under Danny will work well. We've already seen that he works well. And I think you get him in those spaces that we know he can get into. And the big thing is a Josh Windass that does a full season. We haven't had a full season Josh Windass since the season he signed permanently. And I think he played all 40-odd games then. So if we can have a Josh Windass playing the entire of the season, then fantastic. Great. It's great for Wendy, great for us, great for the player. He keeps having those little niggly injuries that he keeps getting, but he does seem to be a player that can come back from them and come back and hit the ground running. Like Danny said last season, they had a chat and he said, we need to do less talk, we need to show it. And I think that lit a fire under him. I think that lit a fire under him and showed him what kind of manager he got there and how it changed. And you saw him when he went on some of the podcast stuff, the FL show one or the other one he did. And he said that Danny Earl's a top manager and it all depends on if he's going to be here next season if I sign a contract. Well, we already know that's the case. We know that he is already signed up and ready to go. We also know we want Chris Powell's deal sorted as well. And it won't surprise me if this week is very, very quick in terms of deals coming out and new coming out, especially with players staying. Maybe there might be something in some players coming who on transfers because you've got a lot of free agents you need to sort out. But I wouldn't be surprised if this week it starts to get busy because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, next week it's the start of the transfer window. The transfer window opens on the 14th of June, which is the start of the Euros. So I believe we'll be quite busy. And if we want in deals all done before pre-season starts in July, you need to get them done now. Especially the ones that you can do now. So like you can't do an Ugbo because either way kind of thing. So we'll see what happens. But let me know what you think. Do you think the deal is due to Windass wanting more years on his contract? And do you think he'll sign a new deal and be a Wednesday player next season?